I'll have to play it tomorrow because it was a really good video, and it was really good. So we'll go ahead and he explains how he became and how Rocky came about. You know, he sold his dog, and he was acting and just doing odd jobs, and he had a weird accent. He spoke from the side of his mouth, and he went after job after job, and he wouldn't get hired until one day he decided to write his own script. He saw a fight between Muhammad Ali and this nobody happened to knock down Muhammad Ali, and then from that was the catalyst of the movie Rocky. And what they say, hey, what a catalyst this is, a story about a guy who just gets knocked down, and his whole entire life crystallizes this one shot, this one punch, this one moment, and now and he just, all he wants to do is go to distance. All he wants to do is go to distance, and I think that's such a great metaphor for life for every single one of us. But I want to talk to you today. First of all, let me go ahead and give you some announcements. This Friday and tomorrow, of course, we have our regular presentation. Remember, we have an Eastern call, 3 calls, Mountain, Eastern. I'm posting everything on the Facebook group, so stay tuned for that. All that I've created. We have one flyer that with all 3 times, all created for you guys to be able to promote and get people within that presentation. I want to encourage every single one of you to take advantage of that. Take advantage of other people doing the work for you. Learn how to leverage. The most successful leaders understand leveraging and understand leveraging tools. So this is just a tool in your arsenal for you to be able to build your business. So here's the next thing. The next thing is Friday Night Leadership with Mr. Danny Bay for Influencers 100 and above. Get yourself to Influencer 100 and above. That's 1 to the left, 1 to the right. Very simple to do in order, and then to keep going and be able to keep doing that, and go to the next, and the next phase. Because then after that, you want to get another one to the left, 1 to the right. That's what I mean, for you to be able to qualify for the promotion that we have with $250 promotion, which is incredible. Okay, so quick announcements. I want to speak to you today about being able to build an organization and tribe leadership. What are some qualities of a tribe leadership that you and I can implement within our organization? And this is great to understand, because here's the way every single one of you and every single one of us needs to be looking at our business. We need to be treating our business as if we're already an influencer 200K, as if we're already making 100,000 plus a month, as if you have a multi-million-dollar business, as if you have a 10, 20, 50, 100,000 people in your organization. Me and you, we are founding partners of GPS. Man, just because Mr. Danny Bay put the $10+ million to start the company, doesn't mean anything. He's just a financier. He's our financier. I think that's the word, right? He's our financier. I mean, he's the guy that put the money, and we are partners with him. We are business partners with him, building in volume, building an organization, building tribes of communities for us to go ahead and build value and bring volume within the company and partake within the profit share of this company. And so this is our part, and this is our partner. You are founding partners. You and I have a title, founding partners, coming into this pre-launch organization before anybody else comes in. So be proud of this and have pride in your business, that you started, in the business that is a trending business, and we're just getting started. What you have seen up to this point is nothing. Literally, it's not even the tip of an iceberg. I mean, me and Mickey were just talking last night about this, how this is what's happening right now. What we're about to do, this next level. We're talking about, having our own GPS glass, which is glasses of virtual and augmented reality that are just next level glasses, with the e-commerce launching, entering 2021 with a product. I see us entering 2021 with 100+ products in nutrition, in cell phone services, and cell phones themselves, technology. I mean, we're going to be, what we're going to create in 2021 will be the biggest network marketing distribution company in the world. We're going to be the fastest growing company in 2021 with all the tools, and everything we have is so attractive. I don't see how anyone can really say no to this and cannot at least position themselves to take advantage of this, because it's absolutely just absolutely amazing and next level. So excited about these things that are coming, but keep this in mind. Keep in mind that you are founding partners of this organization. So congratulations for what you're doing. Now, I want to talk to you about some skill sets on building a team and tribal leadership. Let's talk about this right now. And one of the first things I want to cover is a great training, and I'll give it to you, but I'm going to add to it, which is by Mr. Jim Rohn. Mr. Jim Rohn, one of our mentors, someone that I have the utmost respect for. This gentleman is absolutely, man, he's been such an incredible figure in my life and in the life for so many countless others, including Mr. Danny Bain. I'm sure yourself, if you haven't seen Mr. Jim Rohn, make sure to put him up on YouTube and get yourself within his materials, because it's absolutely amazing. And he has a technology, a philosophy, should I say, philosophy that's called the ANT philosophy. And I'll give it to you really quickly, his part, because I want to get to the other parts as well. But the philosophy of the ANT philosophy, here's number one. It says ants never quit. If you notice, an ant never quit. If their head is somewhere and you try to stop them, they look another way around. They climb over, they go under, they go around. Whatever it takes, ants never quit. They keep looking for ways to make things happen. Wherever the direction they're heading, they're looking for the way. So what do? This lesson from the ants is that, hey, never stop looking for ways for you to get to your goal. Never quit for a way to get to where you're supposed to go. When you're going out there and you're building your business, and maybe you're stumbling, or you're going around and you're still wondering, hey, I still have to figure out some things. It's okay. Have the ANT philosophy and understand that you can do this. All you have to do is think like an ant, go over, go under, innovate, whatever it takes for you to get to your destination. Here's the number two. Ants think winter all summer. You see, ants, you can be naive as to think summer will last forever, right? Think just because you're in a good place in your life, guess what? It's not going to last forever. Winter is just around the corner. So ants are gathering in their winter food in the middle of the summer. They're doing all they can do in the middle of the summer, so they can win, because they know winter is just around the corner. You got to think rocks as you got to think rocks as they enjoy the sand and the sun. So it's important to be realistic and think ahead, and be sure that whenever things are going good, hey, things are going good right now, let me take advantage of this and let me enjoy this. But however, with the mindset to know that, hey, winter is just around the corner. Here's the next one. Ants think summer or winter. So during winter, ants remind themselves, hey, this won't last. We'll soon be out of here. If you're winter in your life, guess what? These two will pass. These two shall pass. Whatever is happening in your life, it will get better. At the first warm day, ants are out. If you notice that when the first warm day, ants are out. They're ready to get things happening. But here's what ants don't do. They don't meditate and keep reliving their past experiences in order for them to be affected by their current opportunities they have in front of them, for them to do something and improve their situation. You see, most of us, what do? We repeat, and our past is a recollection of our memories, a recollection of the past, and we keep repeating that over and over and over in our head, and we forget, hey, listen, winter's over, summer's here, let's take advantage. So even when winter is here, hey, guess what? Summer's coming. It always comes. Summer will always come. There's never been a double winner. There's never been a double winner. So stay positive at all times. Here's the next one. Ants do all they can do. They all they can do, they make it happen. How much will they gather in the winter? How much will they gather in the summer? Man, it's whatever it takes. Preparation for them is key. They do everything. So you got to do all you can do. So if you're not in momentum right now, guess what? Your attitude has to be, I got to start getting ready for when momentum's here. Because when the opportunity comes, ready. I need to be prepared. The question is, hey, if the next Michael On joins your organization, with your current level of preparation, could you lead them to influence the 200K? With your current level of preparation, could you individual become financially free? If that individual falls into a negative spiral, was your mindset strong enough to walk them through that situation and that negative spiral, mental negative spiral they're in? Are you prepared for the opportunity of capitalizing on an individual like Mr. Michael On entering your organization? These are questions. So you and I have to do all that we can do. And all that we can do is when you're not in momentum, you got to get ready for momentum, while at the same time, always be in the lookout and staying within phase one of the company and go out there and recruiting and filling up the pipeline while prospecting, in order for you to then find momentum within your organization. And you do that by doing all that you can do. Let me give you some more that I write down about ants. Well, the next one is ants work as a team. If you notice, ants are team oriented. They accomplish great things together. They build incredible cities together. Why? Because they do it as a team. You know, there's a great video online of a scientist studying the ants, and then he put cement. I mean, that's just horrible, right? He killed a lot of ants, but he put concrete into an anthill, and then he buried. And then after, it took days for the entire thing to be full, and finally took a week off. And when he came back a week later, started burying, and the city they found underneath the ground is mind-boggling. The city they found, it was like there was an entire city, huge, like as big as a building. They found these ants have built an entire city underneath the ground, and they did it because they work as a team. They accomplish great things together. If you want to go far, go. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, we go together. So, and ants cooperate. And what's needed the question is, ants ask yourself, what's needed that I can do? What can I do for this organization? I think it was the President JFK said, don't ask what your country can do for you, but ask what you can do for your country. Well, don't ask what the team can do for you. Ask what you can do for the team. Again, you're founding partners. Okay, so ants are organized. They're organized. That's the next one. Ants are very organized, and you can only build an organization, a city, when you have organization. An organization is a group of organized people. You gotta have that organization. Ants, they have a room for food supply. They have a room for a nursery. They have where the worker ants sleep, where the warrior ants sleep. They have all these, they have all this organization systems within their colony. Now, how do you do this? Well, you got to get organized. You got to get a calendar. You got to be able to use a calendar and get yourself organized, because you have kids, you have jobs, you have other things that you're doing in your life, hey, guess what? That's great and all. However, uh, you have a you. However, it's great, but you got to, the truth is, if you don't get yourself organized in a calendar, it's going to be very difficult. It's going to be very difficult. You got to understand what is your what's your schedule for your job. You know that already. What's your schedule with your kids? You know that already. What's your schedule with your business, GPS business? You have to know this already. What's your schedule within your growth and personal development? You got to know this as well. You got to get organized. Ants are very organized. Here's the next one. Let's see. Give me a second. Let me make sure I didn't leave anything behind. Okay. Ants are excellent communicators. Ants are excellent communicators. They follow and lead by communication. They're constantly leaving pheromones and communicating to each other what's happening. And any opportunity to is communicated. So if there's an opportunity for them to gain ground, for them to find food, that's communicated immediately. They let their upline know. They let their people around, their other ants around them know. If there are any problems, that's communicated as well. Yeah, any threats, guess what? Ants are communicating within each other. Say, hey, there's a threat over here. So they're excellent communicators. As an organization, you and I gotta be in constant communication. You gotta be in communication with your team, with your sideline, with your upline, with your downline. You gotta be in constant communication with people in order to build an organization. Here's the next one. Ants ask for help. They understand that their strength lies within the colony. Their strength lies within the colony. They ask for help. So if an ant cannot carry, guess what? They ask for help, and 3 of them come. 3 more, 4 more, 5 more, 10 more. It doesn't matter how many of them. How many of them does it take to live whatever they have to live? They do it, and they communicate that, and they ask for help. They learn from each other, and they seek out help. Ants are when someone learns something, they communicate it to the next ant, and they communicate to the next ant, and they communicate to the next ant in order to learn from each other. And they don't let the ego get in the way. Most people, not most people, some people are in this mindset, hey, I have to know everything. You don't have to know everything. Don't let that's the ego speaking. Let the ego go away. You might be in a professional at your career, but in this business, you're brand new. It's okay. That is okay to learn new skill sets. So don't let the ego get in the way. Ants work within their strengths. If you notice, they focus on working within their strength. You got the soldier ants, the worker ants, the nursery ants, the queen, and they all have a role to play. And they understand the role within their colony they have to play. What is our role? Our role is very simple. We acquire customers, and we acquire business partners to build a distribution. And we build an organization, right? We're building a tribe of people, and we're communicating. So essentially, that's our role, to be leaders of a tribe while acquiring customers and acquiring new business partners. That is our role. We got to get good at our role and understand what our role within this organization of GPS is. Mr. Danny Bay has his role. We have our role. Ants, next one. Ants master the mundane. What's the mundane? They master to do what's necessary. They master to do and are committed and are disciplined to do the things that some things they don't want to do. Ants they don't even complain about it. They master the mundane. Whatever I have to do on Monday, let's make it happen because it's exciting. It's another step towards the colony. It's another exciting day to bring up the colony. Ants are they master the mundane. They master getting up early and making things happen. And sometimes the things that, hey, have you ever seen an ant carry a giant leaf and you're like, you feel sorry for that ant? Have you that happened to you? I mean, I've seen that before. I see an ant carrying this thing and they're stumbling, but they're doing it. And you feel sorry for that ant. You say, man, where are you going, bro? I'll help you. Let me pick that up and I'll take you over there. So it's but they master that. They don't complain. They do whatever. They know that leaf is going from point A to point B. I'm going to go ahead and make that happen. The ants do that. Here's the next one. Ants are united. Man, let me tell you something. Let's say if there was a colony of ants underneath the tree, and let's say it's the desert. And there's one tree in the desert, and there's 50 miles all around. And there's a lion trying to find shade. And he lays down underneath the tree. And now, the problem, because the ants live there. Guess who wins? Ants versus a lion. Who wins in this fight? Who wins the tree? Who wins ground in this fight? The ants win 100% of the time. The ants would beat a lion. Why? Because they're united. That's why. You don't mess with ants. They're united. And when you have a united team, guess what? They take on lions. No, you can take on problems that are a million times bigger than you. There are a million times more weight more than you. When you are united, you can take on problems that are a million times bigger than you. So you got to be within this organization. You got to stay plugged in. You got to stay united. We got to be united with this. Trust me when I tell you that in 2021, when the next 2 years to come, this organization, this business is going to be one of the, if not the most dominating organization in network marketing history. Trust me when I tell you, the vision is clear. The vision is huge, but you got to be, I'm going to stay united. I'm going to stay within this organization. Here's the next one. Ants are Spartans. Ants are Spartans. They sacrifice themselves for the colony. Failure for them is not an option. They'd rather die than failure to be an option. They don't retreat. Ants don't retreat. They keep moving forward. They're Spartans. They're warriors. As you approach your life, you got to declare war. Declare war on what? Declare war on your lack of discipline. Declare war on your fears. Declare war on the negative influences around our lives. You got to declare war on your weak mindset. You got to declare war on your weak self, on everything. Declare war on all this. Okay? You got to have that individual. You got to be a Spartan. Ants are Spartans. Here's the next one. Ants love a comeback. Have you ever seen an anthill? I used to go run in this route. There was always the same route, and there was a hill, and I saw someone stepped on that hill, and I felt bad about it. I was like, man, this moron just stepped on the anthill. But guess what? The ants were already working. I come back the next day, the anthill's like brand new. In fact, it's even bigger. It was bigger. They love a comeback. So in your life, you gotta understand that falling down is a part of life. Getting back up is living. And so fall in love with your comeback. Fall in love with, visualize what your comeback is gonna look like. Ants love a comeback. So this is your comeback in your life, right? Every breakthrough in life was first preceded by a breakdown. And a setback is nothing more than a setup for a comeback. So get ready for your comeback and get excited about your comeback. Get good about a comeback, okay? Here's the last one. Last one is, ants understand that everyone's needed. We're all needed. One piece of the puzzle, and the puzzle's incomplete. You are needed. Every single one of you in this organization is needed. You are all needed. We all need each other, and we all need this together. I think that when you and I understand that we're a part of something bigger, guys, you're a part of something bigger than what you are, than what me and you are. We're here building an organization of hope, an organization that will give the best opportunity, the single best opportunity for people to win, for people to get their dreams and goals and reach whatever level they want to get to, and they can have it with us. We have an opportunity that puts position everybody in a trending movement of technology that is self-evident that everybody agrees. We have the ability to be able to impact so many people with so many products we're going to be able to accomplish and bring to the marketplace. You and I are here, we're hope dealers, and we're dealing in hopes. So we're giving hope to people. And right now, can you agree with me that right now, more than ever, people are looking for hope, that we all need each other. We need this from each other. You and I need to have that capability of being with each other and recognizing that this is a truth of life, that no man is an island, that no one accomplished anything alone. You need me, I need you, we all need each other, and it's okay. I laugh, the movies that we like the most are the movies that are Batman, are the Lone Rangers. I don't need anybody, I can do it on my own. No, you silly butt. You don't need that's stupid. That in prison, the worst thing they can do to you in prison, you know what it is? The worst thing they can do in prison is they leave you alone. They put you in solitary confinement. That's the worst thing. Think about this. You're in a prison with thousands of murderers and the worst of the worst kind of people. And the worst thing they can do to you in there is put you in a room and leave you alone. That's the worst thing they can do to you. Think about that. We all need each other. We are an organization and an organism. There is bound for us to be working together. It's bound for us to needing each other and working together. So let's make this happen, guys. I know this was helpful to me. I hope this is you. And I know that we're going to be able to make this happen, guys. So let's go out there and make it happen. I love every single one of you. Thank you for hopping on, and I'll see you guys tomorrow again on the Rise in Leadership call. Have a great day, guys. Thank you very much.